Welcome to That's Pretty Neat with Rodger and Stefan, where we discuss neat, holistic, regenerative agriculture. All right, Rodger, I got a question. What is a holistic context?
Stefan, a holistic context is nothing more than a statement about how you desire to have your life be. And when I say that, it's what are you passionate about? How do you want your life to be socially, economically, and environmentally? And what you would need to have your grandchildren live that same quality of life. So it's a quality of life statement that makes you think about the relationships you want to have with people, the methods of generating an income to sustain the quality of life you want, and then what the environment, both socially, economically, and environmentally, would need to look like 500, 1,000 years into the future. And the key when you write your holistic context and you think about these things, the key is to make sure that nothing is quantified or qualified. So you can't say, I want to be a millionaire.
Okay.
Because that actually becomes a limiting factor. So while a millionaire might sound like a lot when you don't have it, if you achieve it, then you've self-limited yourself. So we don't quantify anything and we don't qualify anything, and then no decision can already be made in your statement. So you couldn't say, for example, that I wanted to be a Brahman cattle breeder, because when you're making decisions about the future, well, what if camel farming is a better option for you? Then you've limited yourself to that breed and that type of livestock. So it's important to choose language that says what you wanted to say, but doesn't limit you. So, for example, in that last example, I would say something like, livestock are important to our family.
Yeah, I see.
That still allows you to be a Brahman breeder, but it hasn't limited you to being a Brahman breeder. So the language is important. And then once you know how you want your life to be, now you've got a magnetic north or a far north that you can now just test all your decisions and make sure they're actually helping you achieve what you had never thought about before and what you really desired into the future. And then when you're making your decisions, we just have people learn how to plan, monitor, control, and replan, as in, I'm going to make this decision to cut down this tree. I'm going to monitor the effect that that has. And then if I see that it's having a negative unintended consequence, then I'll replan. So you might not cut down a second tree if you notice that, well, too much sunlight is coming through. Or you might decide, yes, I need to cut down that tree because I need to pay school fees. But if I cut down one tree and plant 10 more trees, then at least when my grandchildren are ready to cut down a tree, they also will have trees to cut down. So it makes us think more long-term about our decisions and not only short-term gratification. And that in a nutshell is what a holistic context is. It's easy. You can do it to run your own home. You can do it to run a ranch. You can do it to run a mining company, a government, a country, a nation. It's just a different way of thinking towards the quality of life we desire. And I've yet to have anyone describe wanting to live in a desert with climate change, catastrophes, and war and conflict. We all desire a lovely life with clear flowing rivers and air to breathe and biodiversity and wildlife and friends and joy. So very often what we see around the world that we're looking at is just because we're making decisions towards a problem, not having a context. So a holistic context is important for us to know why we're making decisions.
You can follow Rodger at d2gftf.com and also on his socials at Rodger Savory Holistic Management on YouTube and Facebook. We are Las Cumbres Ranch. You can follow us on social media at Las Cumbres Ranch over all platforms. And thanks for tuning in. It's been real neat.